Hey everyone, I'm Karamo. Maury's taking the day off and he's asked me to sit in as the guest host. Now the stories today have some very high stakes and I'm ready to tackle them head on. So let's do this. All right, so joining me right now is Vanessa, who has appeared on the Maury show 2 times in the past. Take a look at both of those appearances.
On December 17, 2012, I broke up with Pi because the sex wasn't good anymore. Maury, I am 100% sure that Pi is the father of my daughter, Cambry.
I said that everybody wanted a piece of him.
I didn't want a piece of that Pi. He will step up today and be the father that he is.
It is not my kid, Maury.
It's not. It's somebody else's.
How old's your youngest child?
17.
17. You haven't gotten anybody pregnant in 17 years?
Yes, sir.
You got me pregnant, though.
That don't even look like me. That don't even look like you.
Pi, you are not.
6 years later, Vanessa joined us virtually with her boyfriend Joe for a DNA test on her new baby, 4-month-old Kason.
Why are you so sure that Joe's the father?
Maury, my son looks just like Joe. He has Joe's nose, he has Joe's mouth.
I don't believe it.
He is. I don't sleep around. You're the only man that I slept with.
You need to stop sleeping around.
No, you need to stop pillow talking with them whores. You need to stop cheating.
Joe, you're positive that you're not the father of that little child, right?
I'm positive.
That child doesn't look like you, Joe.
No, it doesn't. He look like Vanessa.
In the case of 4-month-old Kason, Joe, you are the father.
See, Joe, why would you deny him? I told you he was yours.
All right, well today Vanessa is back and so is Joe. Since the last show, Joe is still accused of Vanessa of cheating. So much so, he has asked us to give her a polygraph test. Vanessa has also demanded that Joe take a test as well. All right, let's start with you, Vanessa. What has it been like for you to be constantly accused of being a cheater?
I'm sick and tired of it because for the last 3.5 years, Joe has been accusing me of sleeping with the neighbor. I'm here today to prove to him that I have not cheated on him with the neighbor. I don't believe it. I've seen the text messages where the women are asking him to come give them some, that they love him, they're calling him daddy. If you don't have sexual relations with them women and they're your so-called friends, there's nothing else that should be said about that.
Has Joe ever admitted to you to cheating you on the past?
Joe has admitted about the women, but he's denying that he's ever had sexual intercourse with them. I went through his call log on his phone and I found this one number that's been constantly calling him. He's calling her. She asked him would he be willing to come over and give her some. She called him daddy. She said she loved him. If you're not sleeping with them women and you're telling me that they're just from your conversation, I don't believe it. No man, no woman would have text messages sexually like that.
Yeah.
There's nothing deeper going on than that.
Yeah, I want to see these messages because I think the first one says, Joe, I love you. And then you said the second one says, Joe, please come over and give me some of what?
I want you.
I want you. What was the excuse for this text?
He told me that they're in love with him for his conversation. And he told me that she wants him to come over and spend time with him. I don't believe that. She's asking you to come over and give you some sex.
What happened on Halloween that's upset you?
On Halloween, I was really irritated because 1 hour before me and the kids decided to go out, Joe agreed he was going out with us. He decided to tell me he's going out partying with his guy friends. I think my kids deserve a better father than that.
So what are you doing to keep track of Joe?
I go through Joe's phone. My device is signed into his Gmail account. If you go to his Google account, you hit map timelines, it'll tell you everywhere that his...
All right, so where are some of the places that you track Joe?
I've tracked Joe at hotels.
Everywhere?
I've tracked Joe at hotels. I've tracked him at a home where he is not to be. I specifically said if I called him over there and what it was gonna be, I was leaving him. This is the reason why we're here. They're not friends. I've been with you 6.5 years and never heard of these females, Joe. How are they your friend? How?
I want to know from you, when you argue with Joe, what does he say to you?
He tells me that the women are better than me, their sex game is better than me, they got better houses, they got more cars than me, they got more money.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't deserve nobody like this.
Bye. You shouldn't be talking to each other like this at any point, at any time in
Can
your
I tell you guys,
relationship.
it's all like this all the time.
What does this do to your self-esteem?
I don't think I'm good enough for any man. I don't think I deserve this. I want better.
So, Joe, I want to start out by asking you, what did you learn about relationships as a child?
That everybody cheats.
Yeah.
When you grow up on that, you think it's normal.
But I want you to tell me today, describe your relationship with Vanessa.
Vanessa always think I'm cheating because I turn my phone off.
Mm-hmm.
I turn my phone off because she constantly called me.
So I want to know what happens when you don't answer your phone. What does Vanessa do?
She get mad, tell me to get out, throw all my stuff out, kick at my cars.
I'm sick and tired of it.
Why do you think she goes out of her way to track your whereabouts?
Because she insecure.
You're the one insecure. You've been accusing me for 3.5 years now. I proved to you that both of my
She
babies are
have
yours.
been cheating for 3.5 years.
I don't deserve that.
You ain't going nowhere. You cheat.
You don't want to be no family, though. You don't want to do nothing with me and my kids. You're a couch potato. You don't want to do
Are
nothing.
you okay if I was to go through your phone and see
Yes.
what's going on in there?
And I
Because I
wanna
feel
let
like
you
you're
know
saying that
now-
a lot of this is going on in the phone, right?
I have everything in my
Right.
phone. I got messages.
Well,
The majority of it's from Joe sending me messages
Okay.
about them other
Okay.
women.
Okay, I do see contacts in here. So I'll tell you, from your suspicion, I'm looking through your phone, there's contacts, there's nothing to hide with photos. I'm not seeing anything here that looks suspicious. It looks like normal stuff. So why do you feel like there's something going on in this phone when you're saying there's no contacts, there's nothing happening, but I see it there?
She probably just put it in before she got here.
When you two argue, why do you just leave and not come back?
I do come back.
Hours later at nighttime, he only comes to the house to sleep, and while they're busy or whatever they're doing, he comes at night to sleep. In the morning when he rolls over, it's gone. We don't say bye, I love you, we don't kiss, we don't do nothing.
Can you understand why she's jealous? And you also said you're telling her several times that you cheat on her?
But I can't have no male friends.
I was
It's only
telling her
about
because I was
him.
trying to open up. She take the stuff that I tell her and she use against me. She tell my family, tell her family. That ain't anybody's business.
All right, let's go back to Halloween because Vanessa said she was walking around with the kids all alone. What did you disappear to on that day?
And you had your phone off. Tell him, where was you at? You was at the hotel with her. Why lie about it? Because she called. Why lie?
What were you doing at the hotel?
Talking.
We all know better. He's never admitted to having sex with him, though, because I told him if I find out, it's over with and done with.
Do you want this relationship to work?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Why? Because I really do love her. I mean, I don't know why everything going
You gotta
so
think about that.
wrong.
If you don't know why you want a relationship to
You
work,
don't love me.
should he be in it?
You love them.
Vanessa, is there anything that you would like to say to Joe before I read the results?
If it's not the results that I'm looking for, I'm done.
Joe, this is your last chance to say what's on your mind.
I'm gonna give her what she wants.
It's time for the results. Let's read Joe's first. All right, so Joe, we asked you, have you ever engaged in sexual contact with any women you claim are your friends? You admitted to our lie detector administrator you've had sexual relationships with all of your female friends. Have you ever gone to a motel for sexual contact with a woman while in a relationship with Vanessa? You admitted to our lie detector administrator while in a relationship with Vanessa, you've had sexual relationship with multiple women at motels and have done so as recently as the weekend before this taping. Joe, I want to know from you, what are you sorry about?
Cheating on her. Man, I really are sorry, but she got some stuff she need to work on too.
Do you accept that apology?
No.
So there's one more result with Joe that we're going to get to right now. Did you leave Vanessa and the children on Halloween to meet up with any women for sexual acts? You admitted that you did have sexual relations with a woman instead of trick-or-treating with your kids. So you had some accusations. You ready to hear the truth on this?
Yes.
All right, so we asked Vanessa, have you ever engaged in sexual contact with your neighbor while you were in a relationship with Joe? Vanessa, you said no, and the lie detector test showed that you were telling the truth.
I told you.
So now you know that she wasn't cheating with a neighbor. Have you engaged in sexual contact with anyone other than Joe during the relationship with him? You admitted that you have had sexual contact with 2 different men.
And it's over.
It's over, whatever.
Do you now believe that you deserve more?
I do. I
do.
deserve more.
You do deserve more.
I want to be, and I don't want to co-parent with them either because it's not fair to them kids.
Obviously, you two should not be together. You know it now. You know it now. You were hurt by her accusations. You were hurt by the fact that you found out that he's cheating. You were hurt by the fact that she's cheating. You got behavior modeled for you as a child that showed you that this was the behavior that you're supposed to do. Doesn't mean that it's right because you're an adult and so you're supposed to be making better decisions for yourself. But at the end of the day, you're doing it You're doing it. This needs to be done. Can you both agree on that?
Yes.
You are not the father.